Is time travel possible? Can you travel through time? Let's find out. Time traveling means traveling to past or future of one's own timeline. The concept of timeline was first made popular by the novel The Time Machine written by H.G. Wells in 1985. There are various types of theoretical time travel. One of which that comes to our mind at first thinking about time travel is basic time travel. Think about it this way: when you travel to the past and change something that actually alters your future, which is basic theoretical time travel used in novels. But time travel gets more complex as time goes on and novel upgrades, some of which are like time dilation, alternate time branch. Alternate time branch is an example that has been shown in the TV series Loki, where if you create or change anything in the past, that creates an alternate timeline, which means your present doesn't change, but a new timeline starts where you get the changed future. Unstuck mind is a kind of time travel where you travel to the future of your time and you don't actually become a doppelganger or a clone of yourself. You actually, your mind and soul enters the future body of yourself. For example, guess I am traveling to future, and in that timeline I am a successful YouTuber with guess about millions of subscribers and views. So I will not be a second person in that timeline, but my mind and soul will enter to that person of me. I mean that body of mine. All the time travels that I'm talking right now about are theoretical and not actually possible to do it practically. But the only time travel which can be practical and is appreciated by Albert Einstein himself is time dilation. Time dilation is a little complex type of time travel which is dependent on theory of relativity. To understand time dilation, we need to understand what theory of relativity is. So according to Albert Einstein, everything in the universe is not self-dependent but relative on something else. For example, if a bus is moving, it is not actually moving, but it is in motion as per in our perspective. We are seeing the bus moving, but the people inside the bus are not seeing the bus moving, which means the motion of that bus is relative to our perspective. Likewise, time, gravity, everything is relative to each other. In that way, when a person travels to space, the relative time of that people in space compared to our earth is a little slower. So if 5 seconds goes on in space, it will be about 10 or 15 seconds approx in our earth, which means if we spend a little amount of time in space, we can actually cover up more time in earth. That means if we want to time travel about 5 to 10 years in the future, we have to spend about 3 to 4 years in space. So if we spend 3 to 4 years in space and return to earth, we will see that it has been over 10 years. And this amount of time gap is actually dependent on the speed of your spacecraft. Another type of possible time traveling is done through wormholes, theoretically. So Albert Einstein came up with a theory of wormholes. He said that the time space-time can actually be bended by the weight of planets and stars in the universe. So this space-time can bend up to a certain position where it creates a hole and interconnects between two universes, through which we can actually travel from one universe to the another universe. For example, think the universe we are presently in is a future universe, and we actually get our space-time connected to a past universe. So you can travel through that bending of space-time and go to a past universe. So that is theoretically possible by Albert Einstein. So we have talked about theoretical possibilities of time travel, but did actually anyone did travel through time? Well, there was a case of John Titor in year 2000 to 2001. A user named John Titor in online bulletin board that said that he traveled from year 2036 to our present time. Actually, it is past compared to now, but at that present time it was year 2000 to 2001. He told us that he traveled from year 2036 to year 2000, and he predicted about World War III in 2015, which never happened. So we can actually say that was a fake one. Another self-proclaimed time traveler is Andrew Carlson, who was spotted in year 2003. He actually gambled $800 in 16 high-risk trades and benefited over $35 million and caught the eye of CIA, and he was further apprehended by CIA. Upon questioning, he told that he was a time traveler and he offered CIA the whereabouts of Osama bin Laden, and also he told them that he can get them the cure for cancer to prove that he was a time traveler. But he was not believed by the CIA and actually designated for court hearing. But at the day of his court hearing, bail for him was sent by an unknown person and he was never seen again. So, is actually time travel possible, or can you travel through time? Who knows? Maybe if you can afford a spacecraft and travel to space, maybe you can go to future. If you have enjoyed my video so far, then consider liking and subscribing to my channel. So if you travel through time, you can get notified for my videos.